los terroristas.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 25 of the Geekcast. I am Bobby, the Geek Guru. We got a full house today. We got Alan from Scotland. What's up, Alan?
Not much. It's flooding up here.
Flooding? I thought it was snowing.
It's snowing, it's flooding, it's windy. It's Aberdeen.
Okay, we're done with you. Toby, what's up?
Happy birthday, Bobby! It's Bobby's birthday podcast. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
It's not my birthday yet. Relax.
Yeah, it is. It is when this is out.
Yes, this is... Well, no, not technically, but tomorrow... The video portion, yes.
Details, whatever.
Whatever, anyway. And then we have special guest, and it's awesome that right off the jump streak, the first half of 2016, one of my wanted guests actually arrived. So,
Yeah.
Holly, what is up?
Nothing, just sitting here in my onesie, pretty comfortable. Not too serious today, I'm just nice and comfy and yeah.
When are you ever serious?
No, well, yeah, that's a good point.
Exactly. So,
but I'm like the least serious in this, so that's...
I gotta tell you, my mom, during Christmas, I brought my mom comes up for Christmas. She stays. She came up Christmas Eve. She spends the night, and then Christmas morning, she wakes up with me and my wife, and then we open gifts and all that stuff. So, at one point, because we did the gift.
Unprofessional.
At one point, we did after we did the gift exchange, I showed her the video of us all exchanging gifts. And she's like, "Oh, this is nice." And then she's like, "Who's that other girl?" And I said, "Oh, that's Holly." And she says, so I started showing her stuff. We showed her with you eating the candy, the Christmas candy.
Oh, God, that was
My
disgusting.
mom was roaring.
Really?
She loved it. She was like, "This."
Oh, that's so
awesome.
sweet.
And Tony loves it. My wife Tony loves it. She's like,
Oh,
she is
I
so
felt really
awesome.
loved.
Yeah.
That candy was nasty, though. Like that, oh my God.
It was fun.
Oh,
it was so fun.
so bad.
So we're going to kick this episode off like we do every episode with our Geek Outs. Alan, you know what? I'm going to go to ladies first. Holly, what are you geeking out about?
Apart from like everything. So one thing I'm really geeking out on recently is Amiibos, funnily enough. I kind of, like, when Amiibos came out, I was like, oh my God, they're so cool. And then I had one and I was like, okay, they don't really do much. And now, like, I'm slowly getting more and I'm just like, oh my God. And it feels really good to have them.
Yeah.
Do you open them?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, you free them.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Monster.
Ah, nice. I like Rob.
Rob is like my he's like my favorite ever. He's just so cute. He's got like he's just, oh, I love him.
You know, I really like the Rob character in Super Mario Maker.
Holly, look. You see this?
Whoa! Wait.
It's a Rob lamp.
Oh my God, no. I didn't know if it was just like the perspective.
No. It's a lamp. It's the full scale Rob, but it's a lamp.
Somebody drilled into his head.
Yeah.
Just and then stuck
But where did you get that though? Where did you get it?
On Etsy. My wife got it for me for Christmas. So
I need your wife in my life.
Yeah, it's awesome. Alan, what are you geeking out about this week?
I'm laptops. I'm buying a new laptop.
You're driving me absolutely insane every day. You're worse than my wife when it comes to picking curtains.
You know what? If I could afford an Apple product, I'd just walk in and I'd be like, I will buy that one and I will be happy. I can't. And it's like, there's so much to choose from.
So why don't you just say...
Like, Lenovo, Asus, I don't know.
Just save your money. Seriously. Why make a bad decision?
I'm tempted, but there's someone that wants to buy my laptop, so that's partly going to pay for the new one. So if I get rid of this one, I can't be on the show for a while.
That's fine. We're okay with that. We're good with that.
You're barely on anyway, Alan.
Exactly. You show up like once a month, and it's like you show up
my
and
job doesn't allow me like
just because you did the Star Wars
Monday to
podcast.
Friday.
Just because you did the Star Wars spoiler cast doesn't give you carte blanche to take off a month after that.
I took 2 shows off. I was working both times.
Toby, What are you geeking out about?
Hang on, wait a minute. He was working both times. He was
No, stop.
slacking
We're not good. We're
round
not
round
listen,
Amy's
We're
one
not
time.
gonna. We're not gonna.
Yeah,
We're
but
not
I
gonna
was
get
working
into
the
this.
night before.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
All right, so
Go on. What are you
geek
geeking
out. My geek out. My original geek out was Mr. Robot because I started watching that. That's really good. But
What is that? Wait. What is that? 'Cause
Yeah,
I've
Okay.
what
heard
is it?
stuff about that, but I don't know what it is.
Mr. Robot is a TV series that's on Amazon Prime. I don't know where it is in the United States, but
Probably.
basically it's one of the main actor is from Until Dawn, like he's in that game, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name. But anyway, it's about this hacker guy who's also a drug addict. He takes morphine, and he works for a security defense like a cyber security company.
Mm-hmm.
And then his company gets hacked, and then there's this other company called E-Core or Evil Core, and his company is supposed to be defending them, but then he gets roped into this hacking group that wants to take down Evil Core, and he doesn't know whether he should trust them or not, and he ends up going there, and you don't know what's real and what's not because he's a druggie, and it's really interesting. And
Ooh, sounds tense.
yeah, and there's like a lot of good narration and stuff. It's just, and it's filmed really well as well. It's like really great cinematography in it.
So what are you really geeking out about then?
I'm really geeking out about Amiibo, just like Holly, but this time custom Amiibo because one of his followers on Instagram got me to join Instagram. Her name's Anakin Sky. She does her own custom Amiibo, and she was commenting on Bobby's pictures because Bobby was sharing some pictures of the custom Amiibo I did him, and she was like, "Where's his Instagram account? He's the reason I got into doing my own custom." So I thought, all right, I'll start my own Instagram, even though I was totally against it. But now I've got it, I can't keep off of it, which is really annoying.
I told you. You didn't listen to me.
So I've been doing a custom paint job of this Star Wolf Amiibo.
Whoa.
Very nearly finished. You can't see it well on this camera, but anyway, I've got pictures on my Instagram, and so I'm just really sort of getting back into doing custom Amiibo work.
I love it. Myself, I'll do a two-parter. I am geeking out about you doing custom Amiibo again and stuff. I'm like one of your biggest fans when it comes to that stuff, and I think you do a phenomenal job. And so I'm excited to see you back in it and doing it. And I love when you're questioning us, what color should this be, and what do you think about this? That's awesome. I'm loving it. But my
I
main
didn't get that treatment. Toby, you never asked for my opinion.
You're wearing a onesie. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, right, okay, fair enough.
What I'm geeking out about this week though is the Ink Strike podcast. It's a Splatoon-centric podcast. It hasn't officially started yet. First episode was recorded last night.
How'd you know if it's any good?
What's that?
How'd you know if it's any good?
Because I'm on it.
You're on it. Self-promotion.
There's a low bar.
So
Shameless plug.
yes, but it's you know what? I'm excited because it's with myself, Mark from the Work Whistle podcast, a buddy of his, Joe Candelora. We got together last night, and it was we called it episode 0. So it's more or less of us kind of talking out our ideas, our concepts for the show. We actually picked the name last night and all that stuff. So it was kind of like a feeling out process. But I had been discussing with Mark for a while now about wanting to do a podcast with him. And he came to me. He was like, well, you know what? We're both really busy right now. This is about a month ago. And he's like, we're both really busy right now. Why don't we just hold off until things slow down after the holiday? And I was like, okay. So then earlier this week, he's like, are you ready to do a podcast? And I'm like, yeah. And I thought it was going to be just a gaming-centric, just nonsense, stupid stuff. And it is. I mean, it is gaming-centric, but it's based around Splatoon. And at first, when he said it to me, I'm like, how are we going to do a podcast about Splatoon? We're doing it every 2 weeks. It's not every week. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I think we could do this. And it would be kind of fun to do because we all love, the three of us on the show, we love Splatoon. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm all for it. So it'll be a lot of fun. The first episode it's actually on SoundCloud now. I'm going to do the video portion today or tomorrow, but it'll be up this week. We didn't record the actual video. I'm going to take a different footage from the matches that we played this week on Splatoon with the Geek Guru group. I'm going to take that stuff and throw that up, and then have the commentary of us, the podcast behind it and stuff. So
That's cool.
yeah, it'll be kind of cool. But we're going to record video as well moving forward. That was one of the things we decided on. But I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. So we'll see how it works out. What are we playing? Again, we'll go ladies first. So Alan, do you want to tell me what you're playing?
Bobby. Oh, you. I'm going to answer. Screw it. I'm playing.
I was serious. I wanted you to go.
That's very good. You're just jealous I'm prettier than you. That's it.
You think you're prettier than everybody, but you are a delusional Scottishman. You're consistently drunk. So it's understandable.
I'm sober right now.
Barely.
No, I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yes.
And I'm enjoying it. After
Did you remember to save?
I've been remembering to save after doing so much, and then waking up the next morning going, I'm going to play it. No. So,
where are you at with that game?
You know what? I've only been able to play a couple of hours here and there, so I've just been doing what you said, running around finding probes and just fighting, trying to level up a little bit. But I think I'm ready enough I can go back to start the story again, so I'm going to probably do that after this show, actually.
What chapter are you in?
I've just finished. I literally finished the barracks, the first one.
Okay.
So I've just done a couple of little side ones. I'm just finding probes, and I'm going to go back and start again.
Yeah.
Holiday period.
I'm playing that as well. I'm up to about to start chapter 7, but I've finally gotten to the point where I can unlock my Skell license. So I've been kind of running around doing that. That is, if you guys listen to NBC podcast, that's where Jose was talking about the 8 mission, the 8 fetch quests.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the license and it's the fetch quest. So some of the stuff is like unlock immediately because you've already picked stuff up from all over the place and all that. And then some stuff is like, hey, run out to this territory and kill this, and then run out to this territory and kill this one thing. Some of the things are rare, so they only pop up at certain times of the day and stuff like that. So you got to kind of figure all that out. But I'm loving the game. I'm over 30 hours now in, and I'm addicted. Like, it's the first thing I do. I wake up in the morning, take a shower for work, and then I go downstairs and play for anywhere for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what time I get up and how much time I have before I have to leave for work. And then I come home from work, and then my wife gets mad at me because she doesn't really like the game. And she's like, she doesn't mind me playing games. She loves when I play games. She likes to watch me play games. But she's like, I don't like this game. She doesn't like the music. The music is a little hokey, especially in the barracks.
She doesn't like to watch it. Yeah,
she's not, because it's really not. Yeah, it's really not story based. It's really not. There is story, but unless you're really paying attention to what's going on, you can't pick up on the portions of it. So, and because the story kind of jumps around, it's easy to get lost if you're not like playing the game all the time. So she wants me to play Minecraft story mode more, and I'm just like, listen, Xenoblade is life right now. So, Holly, what are you playing right now?
Well, there's 2 things I'm playing right now. One of them is like I play it all the time anyway, and that is Animal Crossing New Leaf. So I've been playing that quite a lot. I always reset my game because I normally like pick it up and I'm on it for like a month, and then I'll put it down and I won't pick it up for ages. So I reset my game again, and I've been working through that. But the other game I've been playing, which I think has changed my life, is Life is Strange, and it's just I haven't like completed it yet, but it's just such an interesting like story game, and it's not normally the kind of game I like to play, but it's just, I don't know, there's something very real about it.
I watched your 1-minute review on it, and you did phenomenal. I thought it was great, that whole, I mean, you summed up the game in a minute, and I was like, when I first started watching, I'm like, how is she even going to do this? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
and then I watched it,
I
was
saw
like,
that as well.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you know what, I kind of like this. I think I'm going to check it out, so I definitely, but where is it available to play?
So it's available to play on PS4, PS3, Xbox, Xbox One,
PC.
PC. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
But if you can pick it up, it's really inexpensive. It's really good, and I don't know. I feel like I can relate to it quite a lot, and because it's like, is it consequence play? So you'll be doing something, and you either have to pick like left or right, and you'll be like, oh, okay, we'll pick that, and then a little something will come up at the side saying this will affect the game later, and you're like, what? Like, did I pick the right thing? Like, did I pick what's gonna be the best? I've done that a few times. Like, even just small things about like who you tell things to. Like, it's just, oh my god, blows my mind.
Like rewind time in that game and make your decisions different, like replay
yeah. You can rewind. But I'd say it's like 50-50, so you can like half the time, but then like the other half of the time you can't. But with the whole time rewinding thing, it's like really situational, so you can stop someone from like getting punched, or you can just leave them to get punched. So it is, you still get that kind of like, you can still do it the way you want to, but it does prompt you to rewind sometimes.
Tobes, what you playing?
Not a lot really this week. I have only had a little bit of gaming time, so I played a little bit more Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Bros, and it's just good. Just more Paper Mario. Yeah.
More Paper Mario?
I was going to say more Paper Mario, but
I think we were talking about.
Yeah. I think I know. It's like, because it is like a mix of Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi, so it's just more Mario, Paper Mario goodness, you know. So not really much to say about it, to be honest.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to kick off into our first topic. I don't want to take a lot of time on this one, just simply because I think our main topic is going to eat up some time today. But pretty much with the release of Shovel Knight yesterday, I kind of was excited. I actually went out and did a hunt yesterday to try to find him. I know a lot of people are running into brick walls finding him. Some are getting very lucky. Some stores aren't even putting them out yet. That was the
There were
situation.
tons in my local store, I think.
We didn't have a lot.
Tons.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot here. There were stores that only got like 4. Stores that got 2, so that was kind of like reminiscent to when Amiibo first launched and people were panicking. I don't think the crisis is as bad as people are making it out to be. But with that said, this is the first Amiibo that is not manufactured by Nintendo, is not put out by Nintendo. It is done relatively by a third-party developer, Yacht Club, and so I wanted to say or find out what you guys, if you guys could take one Amiibo that you really want to see made, you want to see someone else make now, what Amiibo for what game do you want to see?
You know, is the Shovel Knight, are you able to scan it through the packaging?
Yes.
That's something that's different about it, isn't it? Because it's not a Nintendo one, they must have had control over that.
Yes.
So that's really cool for a start.
They didn't put the ceramic or the foil base on it.
So I hope that more third parties continue that trend, so I can use them without getting them out of the packaging. So.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
And, but what do you?
But yeah, so the thing is, I had 2 companies written down, but since you've only said
I just want to do one because I want
one Amiibo,
yeah.
So because I wrote down Square Enix for Final Fantasy characters, like chibi style ones, but then I wrote Capcom down because of Street Fighter and Resident Evil. But if it's just one character, then I might have to go with, I think it's Way Forward that make the Mighty Switch Force games.
Mm-hmm.
And the characters from that, or the main character from that, I'd love to have an Amiibo. But it's a little bit racy because they're all women and they're quite scantily clad in the game, even though it's like a cartoon. But I think that the character's really cool, and you know, one of them's got like a blaster gun, and then in the sequel, one of them's got like a fire extinguisher gun that squirts water in that. So I think that those characters will make really good Amiibo.
That'd be cool. Holly, what about you?
Well, mine is wishful thinking. Like it would never. Do you know? I don't think it would ever happen.
You never know.
And it's very sad. But I would like there to be an amiibo of Rayman, obviously by Ubisoft, because Rayman. Oh, sorry, I swore. Sorry.
That's okay. I can edit it. Don't worry about it.
I think, you know when Smash Bros are doing that like whole ballot thing, where you submit characters. I swear I submitted Rayman like 50,000 times. Like I was like, come on, we can do it. But I would really like to see. I'd really like to see a Rayman amiibo. I'd really like to see it, and like just to use in the games and everything. I think it would just be fun, and I can think of a load of different ways that they can kind of mimic the fact that he has no limbs. I saw a few like concept art things somewhere, I can't remember where, and I was just like, oh my god, that looks amazing. So
I think we were going to get it originally. I think he was definitely in Smash, and when Ubi pulled their nonsense with Nintendo just basically said, okay, no problem, we're going to bury it. Because it makes no sense that Rayman is in Smash as a trophy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, it makes no sense. Oh my god, it just, like, when I saw that, I was like, but you haven't done anything else to, like, pay any kind of, like, tribute to him.
I think originally he was supposed to be a character in the game.
Yeah.
And they kind of, I don't think it was a full-scale, out in the open blowout, but I think they had a falling out on some level. So
thanks, Bobby. It means a lot. Means a lot right here.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
You know what? I think Rayman would make a good character, and if you could have more than one, then having the pirate enemies from Rayman Great Escape.
Oh my god.
Because they would make brilliant amiibo as well.
Oh my god, they'd be insane. And like a glow box one. That would be great.
Yeah.
Alan.
Bobby, I know what you're going to say next. I'm going to ask you to do yours because you've thrown me with just one character and I can't decide. So can you do yours and I'm going to have mine.
See, look, Bobby's like in putting these rules down that nobody had any idea about.
It's fine. I do it all the time. I want you guys to give me what you have, and then I pick give me the best. Because otherwise we'll be here for an hour talking about what amiibo we want. Everybody knows that I love Image and Form, and so that goes without saying. But I was looking, and I said, I want to go something a little different. So I was like, I love Mutant Mudds. I think Mutant Mudds is a fun game, and I like that character Max that's in Mutant Mudds. So from Renegade Kids, Mutant Mudds, Max. So
would you like him to be like the 8-bit Mario, like chunky sort of pixely?
No. I would just like a regular looking character. They don't have to make him 8-bit pixel. Like I would just like, Is there concept art for that character? Or is it just the sprite that's in game? I think it's just the sprites that they have.
So they'd have to make a new thing for it.
No, I mean, even if they did go with the sprites, I'd be fine. I wouldn't care.
But what I'm saying, if it was a sprite, it'd have to be a pixely one, right? Like the 8-bit Mario. Like Blocky.
That's fine. I don't care I just want that character. That character would be cool for me.
It is a cool character, yeah.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Okay, Alan, you're up.
You took. I can't believe you managed. I was going. Bobby's going to go Image and Form. I'm locked down. I was going to go with the. You pain. Right. I'm going to say a game that's art style I think would look great in Amiibo is Guacamelee. And I don't think I could actually say I want one specific character. I'd be happy with anything out of that game as an Amiibo, be it kind of a slight 3D on it. I just think the art style of that game would look amazing as a physical object.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Okay, so our main topic is 2016 predictions, and what we did was we all brought 5 predictions to the table. I want you guys to throw out the best, because depending on time, I don't know that we'll get to all 5. We'll try to, but just in case. So come with your best ones, just so you know, Toby.
Got my pen.
Plus, I was a little worried about Alan being able to come up with 5, so I figured let me just do what we can do.
I got 6, you.
So we will start with Holly. Holly, what is your first prediction?
Right. Well, there is method for my madness. I don't even know if that's the quote. That's the thing. But I think, and you should hear me out. I think the next Elder Scrolls game is going to be a thing this year. I feel like that because, to be honest, Elder Scrolls Online, it wasn't a flop, but it didn't do as well as I think they hoped. They wanted it to be this like massive, an epic game that kind of like followed all the others, that were just the normal Elder Scrolls games, but it just didn't really work. So I feel like the next Elder Scrolls, I think it probably would have come next year, but I think they might just pull it this year, maybe like end of this year, or maybe we'll like hear some news. That's what I mean. Like, I hope and I think we might hear some news about it. Just because I don't think the Elder Scrolls Online game did what they wanted it to do.
Okay, so Toby, what is your first prediction?
No Man's Sky is going to release, and it is going to be a huge, huge disappointment. People are going to be heartbroken by this game because they've been waiting so long for it. It's been E3 for like 10 years. It's just been hyped and hyped and hyped to all these insane levels. They just won't stop showing it off. It's never going to come out. Eventually, it will come out, and it's going to be bad. People are going to be so disappointed because there's not going to be a driving like gameplay loop to it. You're going to go to your planet. You're going to discover your fish. You're going to name it. You're going to leave. No one's ever going to see that again because the universe is too big. You're going to try and work towards the center of the universe. You're never going to get there. You're going to get bored. You're going to drop it. You're going to move on. Done.
I'm just going to agree with that a little bit because I think my feeling is that it's going to be similar to a Minecraft that's going to grow and develop and all that stuff and take off into its own world. I'm not a big fan of No Man's Sky, but I really think it's going to explode this year.
I think I'm with Bobby. Toby, our bet still stands, right?
Yeah, it still stands.
12 months to get to the center of the universe. And I'm promising you, if I find a planet, if I rarely find one that's not been found, I'm going to find the smallest, creepiest looking creature. I will name it after you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
That's
I look
my
forward
promise
to
to you.
Allan, what is your first prediction?
My first prediction I'm going to kick off with is that PSVR, something I'm quite interested in, it will launch holiday this year, and it'll be $350 to $400 for the unit alone, $500 with 2 Move controllers.
Pounds,
yeah.
Okay. So I have a VR prediction as well, and my VR prediction is that at E3 this year, we get a release date, a price, all that stuff, mainly because I feel like Sony's going to try to steal some of Nintendo's thunder with NX. But to combat what you're saying, there's a rumor, a leak on the price, and they're saying $800. They're saying $800.
Yeah, I think that's Amazon did that with the PS4 because they've been burned in the past of putting things up for pre-order, and then the price comes out lower. So they end up having to honor the price they got incorrect. Yeah,
but why was he even put it up? Like, why put it up now? Like, wait until it's released.
Yeah, but they like to get in on the act and get money.
Yeah,
this isn't a prediction, but I don't think PSVR is going to come out this year.
No, I think it's definitely going to hit this year. The longer they wait, the more interest they lose on this thing. They need to strike now.
Especially with Oculus. If that
especially with Oculus. Yeah. I think because Oculus hits within a year now from this point. And I think that if Sony doesn't jump on the bandwagon and go with it, they're in trouble.
And they need to take advantage of the negative backlash to that $600 price point. You can go and say, hey, we're here and it's cheaper.
Well, right now they need to come out and say it's not $800 because the longer they let that rumor run, they're going to hurt themselves.
Yeah. Although anything lower than 800 looks more attractive, so.
Yeah, but still, I wouldn't let it sit there and linger too long because it's going to hurt you a little bit, I think. Okay, my first prediction is I believe that Image and Form announces this year that when they release SteamWorld Heist for the Wii U, they also announce a Captain Piper Amiibo. So that's why I didn't bring up Image and Form in my thing because that's part of my predictions. But I really do. I think that with Shovel Knight coming out with an Amiibo this year, those guys are friends, the two companies, and I think they've been talking, and I think that they've been kind of trying to figure out how to do it. I know for a fact that there's some interest in an Amiibo, and because they've brought it up numerous times, randomly in tweets and things like that. So I know on their end, they would love to have one. And I know that Julius is a huge fan of Amiibo. Not that he has any say-so over anything or anything like that, but I know that, like, if he's in Brian's ear a little bit, I'm sure he's probably saying, or if you're not Julius, you need to now. I'm sure he's, like, dropping little hints to Brian saying, like, hey, Amiibo are awesome. But I think that with Shovel Knight coming out recently, I think that you're going to see them guys jump kind of on the wagon with that one.
I can see that happening. But I think that it would be... I mean, because you think, like, Chibi Robo is a very niche game, and that got its own Amiibo.
Yeah.
And I think, even though Image and Form have been really successful with SteamWorld Heist, I think that it's not quite as big as Shovel Knight, or it probably won't ever be as big as Shovel Knight, as sad as that is, because it's a great game, but... I can still see them bringing out an Amiibo, like even if it's just a niche, like they don't release as many of them or whatever. But because I think it's big enough and it reviewed well enough that they could do it.
Oh, that's a big game. I mean, it was the #1 game on the eShop
exactly.
in the UK. I think it was number 5, or I think it got up to 5 or 4 in the United States. I don't know if it ever went higher than that. I didn't really look deeper into it, but it's selling well for them, I believe. Yeah. And I think as the other game, as it comes out for Sony and it comes out for, but I think the Nintendo Wii U is going to probably get it last in all the grouping, and when it comes there, I think they're going to want to kind of do something big with it. Just my feeling. I hope so anyway.
Yeah.
And I would like it to have some Amiibo support where, hey, I scan a Mario Amiibo in and I get a Mario hat in it, or I scan in, whoever, and you get a Link Amiibo, and I get a Link hat, or something like that, because they have the hats and stuff. So I don't know. Cool. I don't know if that's going too far or not, but I just think they're going to have some type of Amiibo in 2016. Holly, what is your next prediction?
Well, to be honest, I think the most likely one this year, I think Generation 7 in Pokemon is going to come out. I think the 7th generation is going to come out, and I think that because over the last 5-6 months or so, they've been releasing these new forms of Pokemon, and we've seen all these things in the Japanese magazine of all these new forms and a couple of new Pokemon. So I feel like this could really be in the cards. And also, I didn't actually find out how many years it's been since Gen 6, but I feel like it's been long enough for them now to start maybe releasing in Gen 7.
I think that's a good prediction.
I really do. Honestly, I think I feel it in my bones. I really feel it in my bones. I think it's gonna happen. Also, aren't they re-releasing the Gen 1 Pokemon cards, the original Pokemon cards that came out?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'd be up for
some of the games. They're doing a virtual console thing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like a celebration.
Yeah, I really think it is. I think it'd be a good time maybe to do it. But yeah, because normally when they do stuff like that and when they release I don't know, Zygarde's new form or these new legendaries, it's normally leading on to something else. It never really just stops there. And I think slowly they'll release one new Pokemon, and then they'll do what they always do and just sort of you get the whole list of them. Yeah. Hope it happens.
That's cool.
Tobes, what's your next prediction?
Okay, so this is going to be about the NX.
Okay,
so
cool. Let me stop you. Who else has NX predictions?
I have.
I do too. Do you, Holly, or no?
No, I stayed away from it because I knew you guys would probably.
Okay, so then what we'll do is, Toby, your prediction, I'll give mine, Alan, you give yours. Okay? Go ahead, Toby, what's up?
So this is an NX prediction. Basically, I think the NX will launch this year, and it will launch with an Amiibo-centric game, and it's going to be like a big sort of party game that works with every single Amiibo that's out and that's going to come out. And there's going to be a phone app, and either a device or something that you can scan Amiibo with your phone.
some way of scanning amiibos into your phone for this app, and the app will work with the game. So they're gonna there's gonna be like a huge push for this amiibo game for the next.
I kind of like that prediction. That's pretty solid. I give you credit. That's pretty on point. Okay, so my NX prediction is NX launches November 18th, 2016. That is their traditional spot.
That's very precise.
It's the Friday before Black Friday in the United States. I think they're going to hit that. I think price range, we're looking $300 to $400 for it. Launch titles: Zelda, Splatoon, Minecraft, and Mario Maker will all be part of this. Splatoon, I'm not sure if it's going to be a standalone brand new game or if it's going to be kind of bringing like an up-resed or a better edition and then adding some additional things like a Game of the Year. And Mario Maker, I think they're going to basically bring all the levels that have been created over and run with it. So that's my feeling.
Okay. Mine's a two-folder. The first one is that Nintendo are going to announce with NX IP partnerships with third parties, including Ubisoft and Platinum Games. So
what do you?
It will be kind of like Platinum are making Star Fox.
Okay.
Do agreements where third parties are going to be able to use their characters in approved games.
You think? You think
Ubisoft?
Yeah, you think they're going to do Ubisoft?
Well, they've had a stronger relationship with Ubisoft this generation than any other third party, despite the
thing is right.
Have with them.
If Ubisoft made a game like the Rayman games that they made, the 2D ones, because I think they're the right style and quality for a Mario game or a Pokemon game or whatever. But I don't think like their 3D games that they make are very suited to Nintendo's characters in any way. So unless they made something completely new.
Yeah.
Well, I still think, as I say, it's an IP share, so they are going to be able to use Nintendo characters, possibly in new games, maybe taking a game that Nintendo got and putting their spin on it. But they will start sharing their IPs so it can increase their yield of games coming out. But being Nintendo, they'll hold strict on it. The second part of it is that Nintendo will announce the NX is powered by an AMD chipset, the 886 APU that they've been touting recently. Yeah, that's right, a little bit of tech there.
I know. Oh my God.
A little bit of real nerd.
I think that Alan could be right about the IP stuff because a while ago Nintendo was talking about being like more lucrative with their IPs, like spreading them out about a bit, having partnerships with other companies like Platinum, etc. So I could see them happening, but I think they'd have a very tight rein over quality control as well.
Yeah. Okay, Holly, back to you. What is your next prediction?
My next prediction. Well, obviously got 3 left. Just sort of got a. Some of them I just don't think they're very good predictions. But if there's one I genuinely think could happen, is Super Mario Galaxy 3 for the Wii U. And
Wii
I don't
U,
know if,
not NX.
Well, I don't know.
I think it doesn't matter what platform.
Yeah, I just think it's going to happen.
It's going to happen, yeah.
I think it's going to happen, whether it's the Wii U or the NX or whatever. Just because I don't know if you guys have like played Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah,
but I genuinely think there's such a high demand for a third one. I think they could just go above and beyond what they've done before. Yeah, and I think it could be a possibility. I really do.
I agree. To some extent, I agree there is a Galaxy 3 on the way.
Yep.
I was going to put that in my predictions, but I felt if probably they're going to push to 2017. Could come.
Yeah. That's
I don't know. I think they're going to want it in the first 3-4 months, absolutely. But I think they're not going to rush that game. They're going to make sure. That
I don't think they're going to rush it either.
Yeah,
I think they'd be.
Going to be right. I mean, it could hit. It could be a launch title.
Yeah.
You never know. But if it was a launch title, I think it's gonna move systems. So I think they're gonna come heavy-handed at the launch just because they're going to want to sell consoles. And
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, if you took Mario Maker out of that mix, or even if it was Mario Maker and Mario Galaxy 3 and threw it in what I said for a launch, holy crap. They would sell.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't be able to get one for 3 years. It would be so hard to get them. It wouldn't even.
Yeah.
Toby, what's your next prediction?
So Nintendo will announce paid for Mario Maker DLC. It will be shown in a Nintendo Direct within the next few months, and it will be out by summer. They might split it into two like they did with Mario Kart. I'm not sure, but there will be like a Snow World pack and a Desert World pack, and each of those will have unique block types like sinking sand or slippery ice blocks, and unique enemies and power-ups that come with it.
Like penguin suit.
Yeah.
Penguin suit, yeah.
That would be cool. I would probably buy that.
Enemies like the pokey enemies from the Desert World, Ice Bros in the Snow World, stuff like that.
Okay, my next prediction. With Pokken Tournament, I think that we're going to see Nintendo announce a few Amiibo figures, similar to how they basically did Animal Crossing, where they had the cards, because they've already announced the cards for Pokken Tournament. I think they're going to have the cards, you're going to get the cards, but then there's going to be the popular Pokemon are actually going to get figures. And I think they might be either similar to the in-character of the game models, or they might just be their particular models. But I think they're going to start diving into the Pokemon.
A moment of silence for the train.
Oh, it was a train!
Yeah,
oh my
train.
god, I was just like...
I think that's a good prediction, Bobby, because I think people are going to go nuts over Pokemon Amiibo.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
If they hit with Pokemon Amiibo, forget about it. They would make $1 billion because there's so many Pokemon fans, and whether you like Amiibo or not, the fact that you
you still want them.
Oh yeah, you're gonna want them. So
and they're so well made, like especially for what they cost. Like of course, definitely. Oh yeah.
Alan, what is your next prediction?
My next prediction is that 2016 is going to be the year of disappointment. A lot of in certain games, I think, for example, Rare's new game and The Division are going to be just sinking ships from day one.
By Rare's game, do you mean that pirate one?
Yeah, I think.
I don't think that's going to come out this year.
Yeah, I don't think it'll come out this year, but if it does, I think it bombs. I don't think that game's going to be what people think.
I think the same for The Division. I think it's going to come out to shrugs.
Just like No Man's Sky.
What about Uncharted? You think Uncharted can meet the hype?
Yeah, Uncharted's going to be huge.
That game's going to be
tens all round.
I'm
tell if you're being serious with that hat, Toby.
I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous about it because I know that the delays aren't a bad thing, but I just kind of wonder.
No.
I'm being honest.
Naughty Dog are quality. Like The Last of Us.
I'm not saying the games aren't quality. I'm not saying that at all.
But what makes you think that this one's not going to be?
Because nobody hits home runs every time they come up to bat.
Yes,
nobody.
They do. Yes,
no,
they do.
Don't. No,
Naughty Dog does.
Who?
Naughty Dog.
But eventually they don't. Eventually.
No.
It's like saying.
No.
Okay. Okay. Listen,
it's gonna be amazing.
I got news for you. Crash Bandicoot wasn't home runs every single time it came out.
Yeah, but that wasn't always made by Naughty Dog. Other companies took over that and released shit games. Sorry.
And honestly,
this is the sweating podcast today.
Whoa.
I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like there's a good chance that it might fall a little flat. That it might not be as big.
Personally, I think Naughty Dog are a safe bet. I think that game's going to be a strong one. I think.
Game of the Year contender.
I think so. I do think it could be Game of the Year.
I hope so. I like Uncharted. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. I'm just saying. Can it live up to the hype?
Have you seen that new trailer?
That's the problem. They're showing too much. Stop showing.
No.
You're talking about No Man's Sky, and I'm talking about them. Stop showing me everything.
The CG trailer, right, where it's all slow motion, everyone's diving into this pit. Nathan's brother is clinging onto this rock, and then there's like a coin that's floating down in slow motion, and he's like, Nathan Drake's narrating it, and he's like, everybody thinks that I'm just in it for the treasure, and then he reaches out his hand, and you think he's going to grab the coin, but he grabs his brother's hand instead, and it's like, oh, the feels and the music is so good.
It's
gonna be amazing.
From Toby.
It's a trailer, man. It's a trailer.
Oh, it's going to be good.
The biggest letdown this year, and it's sad because I'm looking forward to it, will be The Last Guardian. That game
I think that
is
game
never going to live up to what folk want, and that's a sad thing because I think had that game come out and we'd never known about it, would have been okay, this is a good game. But I think now we're so long down, it's going to be it's never going to hit what people want it to be.
I think it will be the same quality and style as the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus games, because I've played those and I'm not hugely hyped on them, but I can see why people like them because they're different. And I think this is going to be the same sort of quality. It's not going to be Mario Galaxy quality, but it's going to be the sort of thing that people really get into.
And let me just clarify before we move on. I hope Uncharted is huge. I love Uncharted. I'm getting a little nervous with the hype, and that's all. I think sometimes people hype stuff up so high that a game can't ever match what the hype is, and that's my fear. That's more or less what I'm saying is, do we think it's going to match the hype? And that's where my fear is on this game, because that's all you're hearing is talk. You're not seeing anything. So, okay, how many predictions you guys got left?
2. Well, no, 1. I'm gonna say 1.
I've got 2.
I've got two decent ones. One that's an obvious.
All right, let's all do one more.
Well, one of mine will roll into Holly's one.
Okay, well let's just do one then. Holly, go ahead. What's your next prediction, Holly?
Right. So so probably Animal Crossing for the NX, but I think it's going to be, you know, that BitBlog video that I rave about, the make believe.
Yes.
Oh my god, I watch that probably like twice a week. I'm so in love with. I don't think it'll be like that, but I think it'll be very similar. It'll be a totally different, not a different world, but like a different. Like maybe it'll be in the sky, maybe it'll be in the sea. I don't know, but I think the world's going to expand slightly. And I also think it's going to have like a Happy Home Designer kind of merge with it.
Yeah,
I would really like to see that because I felt like Happy Home Designer, I felt like on its own, in my personal opinion, I'll probably get shot for it, but I don't think it was very strong. Like
you know what? It's a good idea, a good concept.
Yeah.
I would love if they said you could, like how you could work at Brewster's.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And make coffee and stuff. It'd be so awesome if they said, hey, you can go to the Happy Home.
And you can do that there. It's like
that. You can build a house. You can do a house.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're doing your mayor tasks. Oh, sign me up.
I mean,
sign me up now.
I think that's like, I'm sort of going off topic now, but I think that's why Happy Home Designer, if it didn't feel like enough for me, it didn't feel like sort of anything to me, because I felt like it was just some random unused DLC that they just never released. Like that's how or they never thought to develop for like New Leaf.
I think it was kind of like let's see, here's an idea we have. You know what it is? It's Triforce Heroes. It's all these little games that Nintendo will throw because they have the content, they have the character builds and all that, and it's like, well, if we put out a brand new full-fledged Animal Crossing now, we don't have enough good ideas to make it fresh and new. So what we'll do is to hold people over, we'll throw this game at them. It's a fun game, but after a couple of houses, it's kind of like, okay. Like, I love designing and I like doing that stuff in the game.
Yeah, I do as well.
But I feel like it was just too much. But if you could go in and say, hey, this character wants to move to your town.
Yeah, like, I think that would be amazing.
Where do you want to put that house?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Even if, like, the merge was a case of kind of like, you know, Sims like 3 ambitions. You know how you had like those job things. Even if it was just merged in like that. So, and happy home designer just happens to be like one of the occupations that you can sort of try. I think it would be a very smart move. I really do. If they sort of merged everything together and just made this like amazing Animal Crossing baby, I think that'd just be
awesome.
It would be incredible. But yeah.
Toby, what is your next prediction?
So this year is Sonic's 25th anniversary.
Oh, God, we knew it was coming.
So there's going to be a brand new 3D Sonic game. It's going to be open world.
Oh, that was gonna be mine as well.
And it's gonna be like huge environment. You can run anywhere. There's gonna be
go fast.
Yeah, you're gonna go fast and all usual stuff. And it's going to suck.
Yes, I was gonna say
like Sonic 06.
Because every Sonic game stinks. Every Sonic game is horrible.
An extra year to polish a turd, but a turd is still a turd.
Yeah,
but you can roll a turd in glitter. That's the thing.
Exactly. So people, Sonic fans are going to be like, oh, it's sparkly, oh, it's Sonic, oh, I've got to go and buy it. And then they're going to be so disappointed.
And they'll sort of break it apart and they realise it's just shit.
Yeah.
Toby will have it day one, and then me and Alan will be laughing at him. Okay. My final prediction is Batman vs. Superman is going to be a huge success. I think it's going to make more money than Civil War. And I feel like it's going to easily make $1 billion.
Alan's face, he's just like...
I don't care what Alan's anti...
Like, your eyes just popped out your skull. You were like...
You know, I went to the comic book shop last week, and I was talking to one of the owners that I'm friends with, Pete, and we were talking, and he said, you know, I sit here every day, and people come in, and he goes... They were flipping out like it was the greatest thing ever, that Civil War trailer. And he goes, what was so awesome about it? Like, what was so amazing about it? And then he's like, and then a week later, the Batman v Superman trailer comes out, and everybody's bitching about it. And he's like, people just tear DC apart for no reason at all. It's just like, let's pick on DC. Like, how do you tell me that Deadpool is going to be the greatest movie ever because of Ryan Reynolds in there, but yet Green Lantern was the worst movie ever because of Ryan Reynolds?
It's a little movie that could, right?
Huh?
I would do Ryan Reynolds. Holly gets it. Ryan Reynolds is all different kinds of...
But here's the thing.
No, the exact opposite. Oh my god, the exact opposite.
But here's the question. Why is he so awesome to play Deadpool, but he's so horrible playing...
that character.
Yeah, but how is he so horrible playing Green Lantern? That's what I don't understand.
The Green Lantern was a bloated mess of a film.
Yeah, but when you talk to people, they blame him for Green Lantern being horrible.
Oh no, Green Lantern is that goes on the director, Martin Campbell.
But you talk to a lot of people, and a lot of people are like, "We need to recast Green Lantern." No, you don't. They should have brought him in for Justice League. I think he's a perfect Hal Jordan.
I thought he'd be a better Flash than he would be Green Lantern.
That's probably true too.
I'm just going to say, I feel like, for me, the reason why I look at the Green Lantern and I think, like, oh my god, no. I think it's because Ryan Reynolds is also in, like, a lot of chick flicks.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of chick flicks. So when I see him in anything but a chick flick, I'm just like, you look so out of place. Like, but that's just my opinion. But I've always thought that. It kind of looked more jokey. That's probably why maybe he would suit Deadpool more.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Deadpool's going to be... If Deadpool deserves to be great, but will probably bomb, because it's out next month, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
But that film should never exist. This film shouldn't exist. It should never have been made. It's an R-rated comic book film, but it has to succeed so that we can have more. And I want the third Deadpool movie to be Deadpool versus Wolverine, and they get Hugh Jackman back.
Oh, man. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would cause internet meltdown.
So that's my prediction, Alan. And when it happens, I want you to apologize to me. You understand?
That's going to happen. Not.
So, what is your final prediction, Alan?
I predict that Bobby's last prediction is going to be a complete failure. No, that's not going to happen. I'm going to predict that we are going to get a Rockstar announcement in 2016 of 2017 for Red Dead Redemption.
Ooh.
And in 2019, we get GTA 6.
If you think they're going to announce GTA 6 that early?
No, they won't announce GTA 6.
Oh, I think it's going to be a bit longer.
I think they'll tease it, but I think we'll definitely get a Red Dead Redemption sequel announced this year that comes out next year.
That I could see. That I could totally see. And I'm like, sign me up for that. That's all day long.
That's a good one.
Okay, so we're out of predictions. We're done. Yeah, we're pretty good. We're right on schedule. So
you're worrying about nothing, Bobby.
Yeah, exactly. I was a little nervous, but so that is all.
Wait, it's not all.
No, that's not.
I have some fantastic birthday messages.
Oh, come on, man.
For our good friend Bobby. So last week I reached out on the Geek Guru Facebook group asking some people if they wanted to wish Bobby a happy birthday. They can send me a secret message and I'll read it out on the podcast.
You better read the nice ones, man.
So I got 4 to read here. So the first one is from Todd Oxtra. He says, please wish Bobby a happy birthday for me. I hope he gets a second house to store all of his Amiibo and toys. I love you, Bobby.
I definitely need another house. The Amiibo are kicking me over.
They are, indeed. Mohammed says, happy birthday, Bobby boy. Oh, wait, Bobby old boy.
Oh, see?
Oh.
Mohammed, you're getting banned from the group, just letting you know. Yeah.
A few hours to think of that one. Alessandro, my boy Alessandro.
Oh, Alessandro.
He says, he's made a little poem here. It says, don't know what to say, the monkeys won't do. Watch out for monkeys, they like to throw poo. You're no monkey, you're just cuckoo. Don't know what to say except happy birthday to you. That was nice, wasn't it?
Thank you.
And the last one is from your lovely wife, Tony.
Oh, Lord.
He says, Bobby is an old man, I am buying him a cane.
Jeez.
Quite right.
So I hope you get your cane, maybe a Zimmer frame. To support
Zimmer would be better for
people.
One with the seat built into it.
Yeah, the tennis balls on the feet of it, so you don't scuff the carpet.
No.
You guys done?
Yeah. How old are you going to be, Bobby?
I will be 42.
Oh my God, ancient.
No way! No way you're going to be 42.
Yeah.
I know he looks older, right?
You are kidding me.
No, seriously.
He looks like 60, right?
No, I thought you were younger.
Just because I act younger. That's the secret to life.
I genuinely thought you were like late 20s, and I mean it.
I'm late 20s.
What the hell are you drinking? I want some.
Yeah, but
oh my God! I feel like I'm like the baby of the group.
Yeah, you are the baby.
But I, in all honesty, I act like I'm a little kid. I really do. I like a fool. Wholeheartedly admit, I wear superhero sweatshirts to work every day. They call me Batman at work. Like it's bad. Like my dad. Every time my dad comes over, he's like, "Man, it's like you're 15 years old," and I'm like, "Damn right, man. That's the secret to life."
That's the style. That's like the lifestyle.
I tell my wife, I say, "Listen, when I hit the point where I have to go to a retirement home next year, just put me in there with a video games console."
Yeah.
And I'll be happy if I could sit on my ass all day and just play video games.
Well, what if the video game console was an Atari Jaguar, though? Would you still be happy, Bobby?
I wouldn't care what it is, as long as I could play.
Boy.
I need something up to
3D.
Listen, I need something up to speed because I need to download my games. I won't be able to go to the store and buy them. But
you'll be senile. You won't know.
Yeah, you'll just keep playing it thinking it's a new game.
That's fine. If you give me a game like Super Mario Bros. 2, I'll play it all day long, and I'll just keep playing it over and over again because I love it. So that is all. Thank you for the awesome messages. You guys are really cool. I really appreciate that. So, yes. Check me out, Instagram, Twitter, at the Geek Gurus. You can follow Toby. He is on Instagram, Amiibo_workshop. He is also on Twitter, Toby's _take. Holly, you're going to have to tell me yours because yours are just wacky stuff you have.
Wacky?
Yes,
right.
You got underscores before the name starts and after the name, and just Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Right. So my Instagram is _Holly Lake, and then my Twitter is Halcyon Holly _
Yeah, see?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. You can also check out Holly on YouTube. She has her own YouTube channel. Just look up Halcyon Holly, and you will.
Or just
find
type in
her.
fantasy life, like.
Yeah.
Type that in. There's my face, like, on a thumbnail.
And my buddy Alan here, you can follow him on Twitter, Alan_Paxton. He will be coming to Instagram very soon, trust me.
Well, no, but if someone could explain Instagram to me.
We'll do that after the show. So
Alan, you take photos and you upload
that
them
is
and
all.
people like them.
Peace, mother.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Bobby.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, so old.
I was left to my own devices.